You're going to need some Tide, like detergent or Tide. I'm using Tide, it's better. Glue. I'm using Elmer's glue, school glue, it's easier. And if you have any cheaper glue, that's also really great. Some water. You're not going to need a lot, but if you want to make a large quantity, maybe you can use that much. But you don't need a lot of water, so, okay. You can actually use any kind of detergent, even if it's cheap. So let's get started. And I also forgot you're going to need this a paper plate and like a mixing tool. I'm using this plastic butter knife. So now we can get started. Now you're going to take some glue. And it depends how much you want to make. If you're making a lot, then go ahead and open up the glue. And I'm not going to pour a lot because I do need the glue. That's as much as I'm going to make. So I'm going to make a little bit more, okay? So that's as much as I'm pouring. And before it dries, now you're going to just add a little bit of water, a tiny tidbit. And I'm going to take the bottom side of my thing and start mixing. Okay. Now you're going just to pour some of your detergent. And you do not need borax, so just pour some. And what I like about this, it gives it a unique color. Depends what kind of you have, a unique color. Now just add a tiny bit more of water. You don't need a lot unless it's really sticky. So make sure it sucks in some detergent like this, and just let it sit there for a while. And you don't want to use a lot of detergent either, because then it gets really sticky and it's just a mess, and it gets really sticky. Okay. So just let it sit there for about 10 seconds. This is the messy part where you just kind of feel to see if you want it how it is, and I think I like it how it is. And now I guess I used the wrong detergent. This one doesn't even give it a little bit of color. It just leaves the residue of the color, I guess. It's kind of gross, I don't know if you can see. But slime is slime, and it's actually pretty cool. And you can call it putty or slime, and it's super easy. You don't need borax at all. And this is your final thing. You can put it in like something if you want. And maybe you just want to leave it sitting, but not in a pile of detergent. And it actually leaves it pretty great smelling, like clean laundry. Just let it sit for a while without the detergent, and I would pour it in the trash or down the drain, the left of it. So yeah, okay. It ends up looking like this. I don't know if you guys can see. Hold up. It ends up looking like this. All mushy, gross, and make sure not to get anything in there because it is very gross to hold something like this. And you can even put it in wrapping paper, saran wrap like this, and it keeps it as equally, slimy. And if you leave it out, it does harden. If you leave it out for too long, it does harden. And this looks like an ice pack. And you know what? If you put it on the fridge, you can even make this into an ice pack. So yeah. And I've tried it before, and it makes cute little ice packs. And if you put in either a plastic bag or saran wrap. Sorry about my nails, don't look too pretty. But I'm actually gonna keep it in maybe this, but I'm still debating. So, but you can do anything that you want with it. Put it even in this if it's bigger. So, thank you guys for watching, and this is your final product. So thank you guys for watching. Hope you loved the video. Thank you. I actually wanted to tell you one thing. It's actually, if it's really sticky like this, like glue, you can actually just get some more water and just wet it and play around with it. First, wet your hands and just play around with it until it gets like this. And actually, that I noticed, once I put it in here, it's stuck onto there. So maybe, I don't think that's a very good place to put it. So find a little container that it won't stick to it. But I think this would really work. But since mine was a little bit gluey, like it still had a lot of glue in it, don't put it in there yet. So test it out first. If it sticks a lot to your hands, just wet it down like this, okay? So thank you again, guys, for watching, and thank you. Bye-bye.